Hello, everybody. Welcome to Pink Power Live. We are so super excited to share some really fun stuff with you guys. My name's Nikki Westerfield, Ruby Ambassador with Plexus Worldwide.
And I am Kara Flippin, Senior Ruby Ambassador with Plexus Worldwide. I don't know how many of y'all have been keeping up with what's going on in our team pages and the videos that have been shared by Amy Paul, but I know a lot of us are on like information excitement overload because we feel like we have found it, and it's not just one of us, but it's so many of us. We actually have a leaders group, and we have a leaders call every couple weeks as well, and we're like, all of us like feel the same way, and we are just so excited about what we're going to share with you guys tonight. And we've been on Zoom with some of you guys and to explain a lot of this, but we just want to continue to reiterate it and make sure everyone understands what's going on, because this is it, y'all. Like, if you guys do this, and if you do it consistently, and if you make it work and you invest in it, then this is going to take you to the top. And I know that so many of us feel so insanely confident about it that this is it. So basically, the first thing that we want to make sure that y'all are making yourselves a priority and that you are investing in yourself. Part of doing this business is believing in yourself, believing in the products, and believing in the company. And you do that by pouring into yourself, by reading those personal development books, by watching the videos. I told maybe it was Nikki, I don't know. I told somebody earlier that like, I feel like I'm taking like Amy Paul one-on-one classes, like watching videos, and just because her confidence is just like radiating out of her. But you all need to make that a priority, because when we're filling our cup, it's so much easier for us to share with other people. And so your first thing is to be focused on going silver. And I know that we say that all the time, and you guys have heard that over and over again, but it's the power of three. Like, you have to be going silver, and you have to be going silver every single month in order to honestly become like a jewel in this company. And even if you are a new ambassador, your first goal needs to be silver, because that's whenever you're starting to get that paycheck, and that's whenever you are getting your products paid for, but also making a pretty extra penny every night or every month, and getting, paying some of those bills and maybe paying your mortgage. Are a new ambassador yet, then that's something that you need to be doing. And just keep it super simple. And this is to everybody too that is signing up new ambassadors. And one thing that you need to do whenever you first sign up a new ambassador is you tell them, okay, you're going to sign up on Facebook, or you're going to post your first post on Facebook. And if they say anything like, oh, I don't have a testimony or anything like that, then that's okay. Like, they don't need their own testimony because they're going to use yours. So a very simple first post for new ambassadors is they just post on their timeline. I just started these Plexus supplement that my friend Nikki told me about. She has more energy, weight loss, and no more anxiety. Who wants to do this with me? And they're not saying that they've done Plexus. They are telling the world that they are trying something new, and they want to know who's going to do it with them. And whenever we talk about this, it's creating a culture of, grabbing your buddy and doing it. Because how many people like grab a friend to go to the gym, or decide they're going to go on a diet and, want a friend to diet with them to help keep them accountability, or the no sugar challenge that everybody's putting on Facebook, like posting that picture, like, I'm going without sugar for like the next 30 days, like, who's with me? And there's like 10 people saying, I'm doing it with you, because people don't want to do things alone. Like, they want to grab their friends and they want it to do it with them. It's going to be the same way with Plexus. They're saying they're starting something new, and they want to know who wants to do it with them. So now they have someone interested and say, what's this Plexus thing you're doing? Like, I want to do it. And then now your new ambassador is going, oh my gosh, like, I'm freaking out. Like, they want to know about Plexus and I know nothing about it. So this is where you as a sponsor are going to be there for them. And they are going to message Susie and say something like, hey, Susie, I don't really know about this. I don't really know a lot about this Plexus stuff yet. Message, and Nikki's going to jump on there, and she is going to share her story, and she's going to answer their questions. And then what's happening is they're basically getting hands-on training, because they're seeing everything that Nikki is posting, how Nikki is answering questions, and then they have those messages in their inbox to refer back to in the future when people are asking them questions, or whenever they are being the sponsor answering their future questions. And then while you're focused on this, you've got your social media thing out there, you're doing that, you're building your team that way to get to silver. Am I still cutting out?
No, you're good now.
No, you're good now. I can, okay. Then the next thing that you need to be doing is scheduling a Zoom. And Zooms are the life-changing thing for us. And we talked about it before, but like, I mean, this is something that we are starting to do as a team, and we're going to keep doing. And Nikki's going to go more into all the Zooms in a little bit. But for you, you're going to start reaching out to your friends and family, your close friends and your family, people that you know stuff about. And you're going to get them on a Zoom. And you're going to be like totally bold and upfront about it. You're going to message them, and you're going to say something like, you know, if you have, you know, your friend Shelly that's dealing with anxiety, you're going to say something like, hey, I'm going to send you this Zoom link. I want you to jump on and listen, because I know you deal with anxiety, and I want you to hear more about these products, and just, you know, replace anxiety for whatever symptom they have there. And you're basically just telling them, jump on the Zoom, hear more about it, because I know it's going to help you. And you're going to find 3 to 5 people, and you're going to get them on a Zoom with your upline. And that's all you have to do. And you're going to get on there, and you get just to sit there, and, you know, there's your people. And then your upline is going to share about these incredible life-changing products with them, and about this opportunity with them. And then that's all I have about that. Nikki, if you want to go into the Zoom stuff.
Yeah. So then we're going to talk about
sorry, we just wanted to throw in really fast. If you guys have any questions in the middle of any of that, just private message Nikki or me, and we'll try to answer them at the end.
Yes. Okay. So I was echoing for a second, but I think I'm good. Okay. So why we're talking about scheduling these Zooms is because we want everybody to, you know, try to get with me or Kara or your upline, and help your level ones do this as well. But what you do is you're getting 3 to 5 people on a Zoom call, and it's really, really personable, because when you get, you know, it's really hard to be really personable on a Zoom if you have like 18 to 20 people. It's really hard to interact with that many people. But if you get only 3 to 5 people on a Zoom call, you have a really big chance of being really personal with them, and it just really helps. And when we talk about scheduling them, we have the Amy Paul video that literally just splits out everything for you guys, what you can say. She shares a little bit about the business and about the triplex and the X factor, and then she opens it up for questions, and, you know, lets the potentials that are on the call ask questions if they want. And it just makes them feel like they're being heard. Everybody wants to feel important. So being able to get on the call and let them ask questions and just be really personable with them, and, you know, share a little bit about the business, share a little bit about the products, kind of gives them all they really need to know in order to make the decision if they're going to join as a customer or join as an ambassador. And we've really tried to make a lot of the Zoom calls are under 30 minutes, so it's not a whole lot of time. And so what you guys are probably thinking is, oh my gosh, I can't do a Zoom call. And so that's what your upline's for. We are getting with all of our level ones and helping them do Zoom calls, and we are wanting all of our level ones to get with their level ones and help them do Zoom calls. And it's going to be nerve-wracking at first if you're kind of nervous, but don't be nervous, because Kara can say this too. We never thought we would even ever be in front of a camera, and now we do it every single week, and it's like cake. And once you do this and you're repeating the process over and over and over again, you're going to know our products like with your eyes closed, and you're going to know the business stuff with your eyes closed, and you won't have to, you'll just be so bold. Even when you're out in public, you won't even have to, like, you know, think of, oh my gosh, I don't know what to say, because I know this stuff because I've repeated it so many times. And doing these Zooms over and over again will help you guys memorize the products and the details and the business and the comp plan and the details. And then you'll be like Amy Paul. I don't know if you guys have been watching them, but she literally does Zoom calls everywhere. She does them at the beach. She does them at Starbucks, just anywhere, you know, in her free time. And another thing too that I wanted to say is you don't have to get like super ready. Like I said, she did one at the beach. Her hair was thrown up. Her kids were running in the background. Like, it doesn't have to be perfect. It just, and that shows the people that get on the Zoom call how real we are and how life really does happen. And, you know, yet if we just take 30 minutes out of our day to do a Zoom call, how beneficial they can really be.
I know that if you guys are, like, some of you are thinking, like, there is no way whatsoever you're going to get me on a Zoom call and get me to do this. I just want to say that I know a lot of us have really big dreams and we have goals and we want to hit the next ranks. And if you want to go forward in the business, you have to be willing to stretch yourself and to get out of your comfort zone and willing to grow. And that's what's going to get you to where you want to be, is just making yourself grow and doing it. And like Nikki said, there's just like, you've got your upline helping you. We have videos on what to say, and you just have to make yourself do it. And eventually it is a piece of cake. Like, it's easy and you don't even think about it. Like, it's just what you do.
And I don't think I was really clear about like us doing it with them. Like, if you're one of our level ones and you say you have 3 to 5 people that you want to get on a call, me or Kara will get on the call with you. Let's just say my level one got 3 to 5 people, and he's getting them together, or she's getting them together, and you know, then I'll get on the call with them, and that person doesn't necessarily have to do everything on the call because I'm going to run the call, and then they're going to share their testimony as well. So you don't have to feel like you have to run the call and do everything, but we also want you to be able to do that for your level ones as well. So hopefully doing it with us will, you know, help you guys get in the habit of doing it, watching us do it a few times. That way you can do it with your level ones, and then, you know, you teach your level ones to do the same thing. They teach their level ones to do the same thing, and they teach their level ones to do the same thing. And it just goes on and on and on. And it's just a really duplicatable process. And before you know it, you're going to be at the top of the company and jewel status, because everybody in your downline just knows that when they sign up for this, that this is what they do. They get prospects on a call, and they talk for 30 minutes, and then it's over. And I know Amy Paul says, even if you only have 30 minutes a day, just make sure you're doing something that's income producing. And if you have 30 minutes a day, doing even just one of these Zoom calls is definitely income producing for sure.
I know Nikki and I, sorry.
Go ahead.
I know Nikki and I have been really focused on right now just really reaching out to our level ones and working closely with them and trying to make sure they understand this and how this works, and pouring into them to help them become better leaders for their level one. And like, we do want to take this extremely seriously, so it is a process that like duplicates strongly, and that's just kind of like what you do. And I know that there's several other leaders on our team that, you know, are trying to do the exact same thing.
Yes. And like I said, I think that having the small groups is so huge, and people are going to feel like you really care about them and you really care about their questions. Like Kara was talking about, she had one a little bit ago, and she was asking them, like, you know, what are your issues? Like, what are you trying to, you know, people love to just know that you care, know that you are really trying to help them and get them on the products that you really truly think are going to help them. So getting them on a call and just, you know, not being a whole bunch of people on one Zoom call is just so much more personal. And that's what this business is about, is being personal. So do you have anything about the Zoom calls? Do you want me to go ahead and go on to the accountability stuff?
You can go on.
Okay. Also, starting at the beginning of October, we are going to have an accountability group, and we're going to have them every month. They're 4 weeks, and every Sunday there'll be a video and a list of assignments. And basically it's just getting everybody ready to do these Zooms, for one, and just to, you know, be successful in the business and do those income producing activities every single day. They are going to be a little strict because we definitely want to work with the ones that are working. So these groups aren't going to be super huge. But if you're wanting to work the business, make sure you get with us and let us know so we know to put you in those groups. Because I know we say this all the time. We want to work with the ones that want to work. And so if there are people in the group that aren't doing the work, then they will be removed, because we want this group to be a small group of people that are really trying to work the business, so we can be personable and really work side by side with those of you that really want this.
And we understand that, life happens and sometimes you can't, whatever reason that month. So you do, there will be another one that next month. So you can know, like, okay, if life happened this month, you can try again next month. Like, yeah, it's not like, the end of it if you don't do it.
Yes. I think I talked about duplicating it earlier, but this is just so exciting. I don't know if you're excited, but I'm just so excited. I feel like when we're duplicating this, and I mean, this is going to work. Like, this is genius. The fact that Amy Paul has been doing this. And I will say too, I forgot about this. Amy Paul has been doing this for how long now, Kara?
I mean, several months that she started it. Like, I don't know. I don't exactly know when she started it, honestly.
I want to say she said she's been doing it for a year in one of the videos, but I could be wrong. But Amy Paul had 8 people on the leaders board this month, guys. I mean, if that tells,
This week,
that's what I meant. Sorry. And if that doesn't tell you something, I mean, this stuff is working. She has 8 people on her team that are on the leaders board this week. Like, that's insane. Yeah. And like, I just feel like if we're duplicating this and doing this and teaching our level ones to do it so they can teach their level ones to do it, and so on and so on and so on, we're all going to be laying at the beach one day, and this system's just going to be continuing to be duplicated, and we will have financial freedom and time freedom. So I'm just really excited about it.
This is just the one thing that it is a relationship business, and this is pushing us and helping us develop those strong relationships with the people that we sign up. So I don't know. I'm excited about it, and we want you guys to honestly kind of just throw everything else out the window right now. Like, we don't want you signing up somebody and adding them into 4 million groups and telling them 100 different things. Like, we want you to tell them exactly what we shared at the beginning of the call and getting them in the accountability group as a new ambassador. And like, this is just the way we're doing it and moving forward. And we're keeping it super, super simple. Like, so simple.
I feel like that's the biggest thing for me, is how simple this is. And I feel like I literally was sitting here thinking the other day, like, what if I would have known about this stuff like 3 years ago, well, almost 3 years ago when I joined? Like, I would be diamond already, because it's just genius. It really is. I'm really excited. And I want everybody to know too, like, don't be scared to get on a Zoom call. Like I said, like, we're here to help, and we want you guys to succeed. So just know that when you get on a Zoom call, like, we're there too. And, we can plan it. I mean, it's when you watch these Amy Paul videos, and we'll post them in the comments too. We got to remember to do that, Kara.
Yes.
We'll post the videos in the comments so you guys can kind of watch what Amy Paul does. But like I said, she just goes through the important parts of the business, our top products, just a few. I think just the triplex and X Factor, she goes through, in great detail. She has some very great ways to present them. And then, she just talks to them and asks them questions, and just shares her story too. So people like to hear other people's story, and just getting on these Zooms makes it like we're real people. Like, we're not just like a sales ad that we're posting on Facebook. Like, we're real people. We're here, like, sitting in our PJs or with our kids running in the background, and we're real people. So people take you more serious when they know you're real and you're not just some salesy sales ad on Facebook.
That's true. Well, I think that's kind of all we had. Like, we just wanted to keep it short and sweet tonight, and we wanted to relay all of the information that we've kind of learned lately, and just make sure that you guys understand this and what's going on, and apply it to your business, and know that this is something that's going to work if you do it right and you're willing to take the time and to pour yourself into your level ones. And I know whenever you sign up a new ambassador, which is something that we've always said in the past, a lot of times we feel like the work stops once you get them to join, but really we know that's when the work is just starting, because when you're a newbie, you just don't know anything yet. So you have to be there for them as their sponsor to pour into them and make sure they know and make sure you help them and guide them along the way, every step of the way, and just build them up for success, set them up for success. And that's what we're doing. So
yeah. And I feel like, and also like if there's people that you have been on your team a while and you kind of feel like they didn't really start off as well as they could, feel free to reach out to them and share this with them and tell them, like, you know, I apologize that, you know, you didn't get started off on the right foot, but like we have the stuff that we're doing and it's very, very successful if we do it. And I would love to share it with you. Like, don't be scared to reach out to those people that, you know, turned their auto qualification off and, you know, disappeared, because you never know when people really need Plexus back in their lives. And so many people come back. It's crazy. So, like I said, we're going to post the scripts in the comments and the Amy Paul videos as well. And once you guys watch these videos, please watch these videos if you haven't watched them. There's so many really great videos, but we're going to post the most important ones. And please just watch them if you haven't watched them yet, because once you watch them, you will completely understand even more what we're trying to get finished and trying to get our teams to do and duplicate so we can keep doing it over and over again. So I think that's it.
Somebody just asked me what the accountability group is going to be called, and it's going to be called Plexus Journeys 101. So that's all we have for you guys tonight. So thank y'all for jumping on here with you, and we will see you next week with Men's of Plexus.
Woohoo!
Yeah. All right, guys. Have a good night.
Night.